Hello there, Mother Wicker. How are you? Just give me a thumbs up. We can read your lip. I know we got you muted right now, but it's all good. We on top of the world. All right, we are recording. We are good to go, baby. All right, good evening, and welcome to another segment of Awareness Wednesday Prime Time. We are your hosts, Reggie and Victoria Flanagan here in New Jersey. So welcome, everyone. Let's get in connected. I know you're the only one right now, Miss Artemis, but there's others going to be connected too. So we'll get it together in just a minute, but we're going to get our platform started. How you doing? Give me a thumbs up. Can you hear us? Awesome sauce. All right. So before we get started, I'm going to pass this over to my queen, my better 7'8", Mrs. Victoria Flanagan. I'll give you reasons why this platform is so important to her. Victoria, take it away, my dear.
Because I find so much good stuff I have to bring to my family. I can't keep this stuff to myself. I just can't. We have been lied to for so long. Somebody got to bring us the truth.
Give us
It's
some
me.
information, right?
There you
It's
go.
All right. We're very good. Well, let's get our disclaimer out the way. Power Couple of Health. This program offers health and nutritional information and is designed for educational purposes only. You should not rely on this information as a substitute for, nor does it replace professional medical or psychological advice, diagnose, or treatment. None of the statements made have been reviewed or approved by the FDA, Food and Drug Administration. We are going to be speaking about some products, and we do have a disclaimer for those as well. The products we're going to be speaking about have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration and are not designed to mitigate, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. But all we do know, by our opinion, that we have the best nutritional products on the market today. So with that, there's so much going on. I mean, there is a ton of things going on in our country, around the world. But you know what? We are a solution. When I say we represent products that can help and aid in all these issues. But the key to it is using the products. We got to become products of the product, putting good things in the body, this temple our Father God gave us, so we can get good results out of it. The more good you put in, the more good you're going to get out of it. The more bad you put in, the more bad you're going to get out of it. So you want to take care of this temple while you still have it. We're only in this vessel for a short period of time, so you might as well take care of it while you're living in it, right?
Never lie.
And that's what my wife always states. So with that being said, let's go on to our topic, which is serving God with a healthy mind, body, and spirit. And our scripture, beloved, I wish above all things that thou mayest prosper and be in health, even as thy soul prospereth. That's 3 John 1 and 2. Our subject today, as you can see, PCOS, which also stands for what? Polycystic ovarian syndrome. Something you definitely want to pay close attention to. They had a good segment this morning and spoke about it. We're going to speak about it again on our primetime platform as well. So take some copious notes. Because trust and believe, you never know who may come across someone that may need to hear this information. So with that, I'm going to pass this back over to my better 7'8", my partner, Mrs. Victoria Flanagan, also the certified health coach in this industry we call health and wellness. Victoria, take it away.
I love this platform because I'm a researcher. I'm always looking for something. I'm trying to stay aware, family, with all of the stuff that's going on here in the United States. So many things that we've been told. Now you see it's coming. It's starting to come out. It's starting to come to the surface. But I've been way beyond my years. So when I find something, I got to bring it to my family. So that's where I am with that. So you're going to do the disclaimer.
I did it already. It's done.
Oh, you did?
Yes,
oh,
ma'am.
Well, in that case, let's just get started. Okay.
Everything's done.
You got it. Okay. We did this morning, and we had a young lady. I called her last night. I had this young lady to come on. And just to give her segment on how she was diagnosed. This is a condition that is so misdiagnosed that women feel as if they are truly going crazy. Mm-hmm. They're losing their minds. So that's why I said, let me do this. I did it once before, and I had quite a few people to call me afterwards, stating that I could have that. I think that's what I might have. But you got to listen to the signs and symptoms. When I give out the signs and symptoms of things, not that I'm trying to diagnose anybody because I'm not a doctor, but you need to just know your body. Write down things that stand out, that's unusual to you, I always say, listen to your body, because your body is always talking to you. It truly is. When you get a little ping over here, you get a little ache over there, that's your little body telling you something. You got to listen to that, because if you don't handle it, now you got a bad pain in your side, and it done turned into something else.
Here, right?
Exactly. Your knees is doing their own thing. So that's why I say you have to listen to your own body. It's very important to do that. So that's why I chose this topic here. It is still Heart Health Month. And this can weigh heavy on your heart if you don't have anybody to listen to you and you know that you are right about your body. So that's why I chose this topic. It's called PCOS, Polycystic Ovarian Syndrome. It's a common hormonal disorder. Remember that word, hormonal. Hormonal disorder that affects your ovaries in women during childbearing years. Very common. They said it's more than 5 to 6 million cases every single year in the United States. That's a lot of cases. 5 to 6 million. We talking million.
Key reported.
Reported, so, exactly. That's been diagnosed properly.
Exactly.
And the common age is between the ages of 18 and 35. So it says PCOS is a hormonal disorder common among women in their reproductive age. They have influential and prolonged menstrual periods or excessive male hormones, androgens. Also, the ovaries may develop numerous small collections of fluid. These are called little follicles, and they fall to regularity to release eggs. It says 1 in 20 women and 1 in 10 young girls, childbearing age. It says many women who are affected by this disorder do not even know that they have it and not had been proper diagnosed. That's where this report comes in. So many people are being misdiagnosed. This is why you have to know your body. I'm not saying doing your own research, but it's not going to hurt to look something up. So women who have high insulin levels are more likely to develop PCOS. It says women who suffer from PCOS will also experience fertility difficulties. You can't have a baby, or you're constantly having miscarriages. It's not always what people think. You got to look into the whole situation. So fertility difficulties likely to overproduction of the androgen hormones, combined with the limited production of hormones progesterone. Progesterone is needed for proper egg proaction and ovulation, making it more difficult to get pregnant. You definitely want to talk to your doctor on that. It also says that these things are fluid-filled cysts, often caused by one or more of the over 60 varieties of Epstein-Barr viruses, frequently creating injuries to the cells of the ovaries, and sometimes it weakens the ovaries overall. Trouble making foods such as eggs, we'll get into that a little later. Eggs rapidly worsen the condition, and high in fat, high cholesterol diets impede the healing process of PCOS. So eggs make it worse. Eggs are pathogens. Eggs, milk, cheese, butter. Eggs are the leading fuel that can make your cysts grow larger over time. That's that dairy I'm telling y'all about. Because eggs feeds viruses, which means that more unhealthy cells grow and develop inside the cysts. That's eggs. Now, when I did the flu vaccine, a lot of these vaccines have eggs in them. So if you're allergic to eggs, or you shouldn't be subjected to eggs, you got to pay attention to all of that. Eggs, yes, eggs. So it also says the symptoms of polycystic ovarian. I got printed out a whole list of things over here.
I want to hear this.
It says the most common symptoms of PCOS. The first one is excessive hair growth. You got more hair than you should have. If you find dark, thick hair on your cheeks, your chin, your breasts, your stomach, your chest, and the back of your thighs, this could be a sign of androgen excess. That's where you got male hormones, and you're picking up those male hormones, and now you have male features. So a lot of women that have that have PCOS.
So like hair on your
chin,
your
your
mustache
cheeks,
area,
your chin,
cheek,
your chest, your stomach, the
Gotcha.
back of your thighs.
Mm-hmm.
The other one is
Wow.
hair loss. You can have hair loss as well. So we mentioned the excessive hair growth in the point above. So this sounds like a complete opposite. Unfortunately, the hair loss relates to the thinning on the head hair. This hormonal driven hair loss is often referred to as androgenic alopecia. That's female pattern hair loss, and it is characterized by thinning and balding on the crown of the head, in particular around the middle part, right at the top of your head. Unlike male pattern hair loss, women usually don't see it entire balding from the front hairline perceived. So you're going to lose hair right at the top of your head. You'll have
At
that
the center of your crown there?
androgenic alopecia. The next symptom is acne. Particularly cystic acne on the cheeks and the chin, and it can be a result of androgen excess, which often promotes increased oil production. So your skin is breaking out because it has nowhere else to go, so it's going to come out through your skin. Your hormones are just hollering for real. So it'll come out through your skin. The next one is unexplained weight gain. That's what the young lady was talking about this morning. She was very athletic. We had a young lady talking this morning. She was very athletic. And then she said the more she exercised, the more weight she gained. She just kept gaining weight and didn't know where it was coming from. So that was one of the signs. Unexplained weight gain. More than half of the women with PCOS are overweight. They often find it difficult to lose this unexplained weight gain, at least in part thanks to the accompanying insulin resistance. It is what it is, family. It's one thing just leads to something else, and something else leads to something else. And it's sad. The next one is irregular or absent periods, your menstrual cycle. It said if the periods occur closer to 21 days apart, or you go more than 31 days between periods, this is a sign of irregular cycles. If you don't have a period at all, this may be a sign that you aren't ovulating. One of the PCOS main implications is that it disrupts the ability to ovulate regularly. So it's going to be very, very hard for you to get pregnant or carry a baby. The next sign, it says cyst on your ovaries. Contrary to popular belief, not all women who have PCOS have cysts on their ovaries. Everybody is totally different.
Right.
Absolutely. So perhaps even more surprisingly, more women who don't have PCOS have cysts on their ovaries, demonstrating that ultrasound scans, that's how they can usually find it. That being said, the presence of many cysts on the ovarian of follicles can lead to a painful period. They say these periods are off the chain, where you're doubled over and you can't do nothing. Wow. That's how bad that pain is. And it's often used as one of these criteria in a considerable when doctors give a diagnosis. These three criteria are popularly known as a Rotterdam criteria. You can learn more about that if you really look into the diagnosis of PCOS. It says, given these three symptoms, it appears that the underlying cause of this hormonal imbalance manifests themselves in a physical symptoms. This PCOS is nothing to play around with. This is very serious. And like I said, a lot of women are misdiagnosed with this issue. This can be extremely stressful, uncomfortable, but there is a positive side to this. The body is telling you that something is out of balance. And once you receive that diagnosis, you can begin taking the right steps toward figuring it out and giving your body exactly what it needs. That's why I'm saying, I always say, if you give your body the proper nutrition and you give your body the proper waste removal, your bodies can heal themselves. And mainly it's coming from what you're putting in your mouth. Because so many things in our house, outside of our house, are hormone disruptions. And they can just throw your body all out of balance. That's why we all the way we are. Where so much mental illness is going on, people are out of balance, truly out of balance. So what do you do if you suspect you have PCOS? You definitely want to get in touch with your primary care doctor. Y'all going to be like this, the besties, best of friends.
Once you find that right
Once
doctor.
you find that right doctor that understands where you're coming from and listening to you.
Right.
You
Very
can't find
important.
a doctor
That
to
wants
listen
to
to
listen.
you. You need to find another
If you have a doctor who wants to rush you out of the office, that's not your doctor.
Write
you
your
need
prescription and send you on the way, that's not your doctor. So if any of these above symptoms sound familiar to you, then you are highly urged to seek the advice of a physician. These symptoms could be PCOS or they could be something else. And the only way to know with peace of mind is to collaborate with your experienced doctor who can run the appropriate tests and ask the right questions. You also want to keep a log. Keep a track of your symptoms. Whatever your symptoms are, you want to write that down. Get you a book so every time something else goes awry, you just want to write that down.
Right.
You find another bump. Let me write that down. You got a patch over here that wasn't there yesterday. Let me go write that down.
Or on your lip.
Or you done ate something, then broke out. Let me go write that down.
Right.
So you just have to keep a record of your new symptoms that's coming up. So you just got to really just be mindful of what's going on in your own body. So it also says some of the other side effects you can have is hypertension, high blood pressure. PCOS can cause hypertension. Obesity by poor lifestyle choices. They can also have high cholesterol levels, and this worsens the problem further. So such symptoms can increase the patient's chance of having some serious problems such as a stroke or a heart attack.
Whoa.
It's happening, family, of all ages. This is nothing to play around with. It also says it's a condition that affects about 10% of women childbearing age become apparent during the late teen years. That's usually when it starts to affect you. The young lady we had on this morning, she said she started seeing changes in her body at 14.
14.
She started gaining weight. She started getting hair in places she didn't have hair. She was saying that she really thought about committing suicide because she didn't understand what was going on with her body as well. It was just a powerful testimony this morning when she was giving her testimony.
Right.
So it said it can definitely lead into depression. It can definitely lead into depression. So you wonder why these teenagers are hormonal. And not only that, you got kids that's bullies. You know, today you didn't have a mustache. By Friday you got a mustache. And then they're going to tease you.
And you're not knowing what's going on with your body. So that right there is
you
going to
can
depress
shave
you
it and
anyway.
it's going to come back thicker.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's going to depress you anyway.
It's going to throw you into something for real. So it says it happens in your teen years and in the earlier 20s. So PCOS is a common cause of infertility in women. Fortunately, this type of infertility is treatable. So the condition is believed to occur as a result of hormonal imbalance and metabolic problems. They also have high risk of developing conditions like high blood pressure, anxiety and depression, and endometrial cancer. So if you don't handle these things or find out what this problem is coming from and you continue to do what you're doing, it could turn into something very serious. You could turn into endometrial cancer. It could turn into a state of depression and anxiety. And one thing just going to lead to another. You telling the doctor about your PCOS, but they want to treat you for high blood pressure and anxiety and depression. So you're going to be taking medications that's going to further throw your hormones all out of whack. This is why it's so important to know your body and what's going on and find a doctor that's going to listen to you.
And that's so important.
It said it could be hereditary from your mother or your sisters, or your body could be just making too much insulin.
Right.
And it also, let me just see here, absence of periods. We talked about, skin discoloration. This is another one. The expansive, thick, brown and black discoloration known as archynthias,
Archithosis.
thosis, Nigerican,
Archithosis.
Nigerian,
No, it's not.
Nigerican,
Nyricans.
Nyricans,
Something like that.
It's
yeah.
the dark black patches
Yeah.
that you get on your skin. It usually appears on your face, because if you see a woman with that really dark patch on her face,
Yes.
or her neck, your armpits, your navel area, your elbows, your knees. In addition to discoloration, patients may also have skin tags or tiny warts like growths. Your body is going through a whole
Right.
metamorphosis. And sometimes you'll see women with that dark patch.
Yeah, on both
It
sides.
looks like it's almost like leather. It looks like leather almost. Their skin gets so dark. And it gets rough. It's a rough patch of dark skin. So that skin discoloration can come from PCOS. Also, excessive hair growth on the body. We talked about that. Excessive growth on your hair and your body, also known. It is yet as common in PCOS symptoms. This condition can result in excessive testosterone hormone in women.
There it is. That's
The excessive hormone normally grows on the upper lip, the chin, the jaws, the chest, the stomach, the legs, the thighs, and it can give the patient some physical masculinity characteristics where you can turn and people will think you a man, and you're not a man, you're a woman. That's how deep these features can come in, and that can be disheartening as well. The other one was weight gain. We talked about that. When the body is producing too much insulin, it can result in weight gain, and it can develop a beer belly or a muffin top.
And that can happen with overproduction of insulin.
Absolutely.
It's going to bring weight on.
And the weight gain can be even if you are not you're making any changes in your diet and maintaining a relatively healthy and active lifestyle. Like the young lady this morning, she said she was very athletic until she started growing hair in places she didn't get hair, and then she just became real tired all the time. So that was another one. So even if you have an active lifestyle, it seems like no matter what you do that is going on, you have unwanted side effects, including these skin issues. The weight gain can also lead to depression. The young lady was also diagnosed with depression. She was diagnosed with bipolar. The young lady we talked to this morning. So all of these things are very, very common. And she was saying that she contemplated suicide. That's how bad it got for her. And that's sad at 14. 14, you don't know what's going on with your body. You can't explain it to anybody, because you really don't want to go to a doctor and showing them that you're getting hair in all these places that shouldn't have hair. Things like that can be embarrassing.
Right,
it can be very embarrassing for a teenager.
It can be.
The next one is sleep apnea. This is another one that comes with PCOS. Another common symptom is a little session of you're not breathing in your sleep. It's stop breathing in your sleep. That's called sleep apnea. It is important to make sure that you are treated for that, because it can become quite dangerous if your breathing stops for too long. So you got to pay attention to that. You might have to get the CPAP mask, or what's that other little thing? Inspire.
Yeah, Inspire.
Port put in your chest.
I said Ensure.
Ensure, right?
Inspire.
The next one is pain. They said people with PCOS has a lot of pain. Some often suffer from severe pain in their pelvic area. The pain can be so worse during that cycle time, and it may be because of the inflammation in your ovaries, resulting into heavy and prolonged periods. Either you're not getting a period, or your period is coming on and it's staying on too long. You're bleeding for almost half a month. Something is wrong, seriously. The next one was prediabetes and diabetes. Women with PCOS, 40% develop diabetes. Insulin resistance may occur when it is being overproduced. I mean, that's your body really going through something.
Trying
for
to
real.
figure it out, trying to fix
Trying
itself.
to figure it out. You
Yeah.
got diabetes and you don't even know where it's coming from because you
Mhm.
haven't changed anything in your diet. So you have to pay attention to that. Elevated levels of your triglycerides and lower your HDL. That's your cholesterol. High cholesterol can lead to health issues, including gallstones, development, other gallbladder issues, even heart disease can come from PCOS. So this is serious, family. It's very, very serious. Blood sugar levels. PCOS is prone to developing type 2 diabetes. We just went over that. Then hypertension. The obesity is from poor life choices, and you can also have high cholesterol. This worsens the problem even further. So such symptoms increase the patient's chances of having some serious problems such as stroke and heart attacks. I think I read that part. But down here it states that you're going to have to go natural. This is a big one too. Any issue you may be having in your body, you got to just change your diet and just go natural. You might have to give up milk, got to give up dairy. You're going to have to give up some things just to see where it's coming from or what's happening in your body. So it says you have to go as natural as possible. This is in the report for PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome. You might have to change your deodorant. They just had a program on TV today.
Was today or yesterday?
That was today. I was taking notes.
Right on Tamron Hall.
Tamron Hall.
Yeah.
They were talking about deodorants.
All the toxins in your home.
The toxins that's in your home, the things that you pick up. We're getting toxins from everywhere. We just are.
Wait till you hear that report again.
I'm telling you, it's going to be crazy. It's going to blow your mind. You're going to be saying, dang, I can't do nothing. I can't have nothing for real. It's going to blow your mind.
I can't put this.
But they say go all natural with your deodorant. Go all natural with your shampoos and conditioners. Very important. Toothpaste. Wait till y'all hear the report on toothpaste.
I'm sure y'all not going to know about the toothpaste
at
issue.
all.
Wait till you hear about that.
At all. But you got to go natural with your toothpaste. I know they have the...
Don't tell them about the colors?
No.
Oh.
I told them this morning. The tab on the back of their toothpaste, look for those colors. But I'll elaborate more in the report.
Yeah.
But they said that you can do a charcoal toothpaste. It's charcoal. It's black. You brush your teeth with charcoal toothpaste. It's supposed to be very good. Or you can use baking soda. There's a lot of natural things you can use for toothpaste.
Yeah.
Before toothpaste even arrived here. So you got to go all natural. Again, with the lotions, whatever you're putting on your body is seeping right into your skin. So you got to find things that's natural. You got to go with the coconut oil, the carrot oils, the butters. You got your shea butters, your cocoa butters, and all these things that's natural. We got to get back to that. So I say anything that has a fragrance in it is toxic. It's going to make you sick. So that's what the show was about today. The toxins that's in things. They seen something in the headlines, and so they wanted to bring it to TV. Is this true? Is that true? Is that true? Some things they said wasn't true, but I concur. But anyway, wait till that report. But your lotions, anything that has a fragrance in it, you should not be using it, period. The next one is perfumes. No perfumes at all. Perfume is just straight poison in a cute little bottle.
And you shouldn't put it directly on your skin.
I say it all the time. You shouldn't wear it at all. And
Get
most people will spray it right on their thyroid.
Exactly,
right here.
Right.
Going right into your thyroid.
Your thyroid gland.
But people don't understand. We don't know. We didn't know. We don't know.
So now you know. So put colognes and perfume on your clothing, not directly on your skin.
Get it out your house. Throw that stuff in the garbage. Use your natural scent, your own feral hormones. But perfumes, you shouldn't use perfumes altogether. Or spray it in the air and walk under it. Some people just cologne all over the doggone place. You can smell them coming before they get there.
Just put on my clothes.
It's just, you shouldn't do that. The next one is laundry detergent. This is a big one too, family. Laundry detergent. So whatever you're washing your clothes in, you're wearing them. So when your temperature goes up or goes down, that laundry detergent that's in your clothes is seeping right into your skin. Your skin is your largest organ. It's absorbing everything that you put on it or in it. It's absorbing it. So be mindful of your laundry detergents and your soaps. Soaps are another one. soaps. You got all these different fragrances of soaps and lotions. You could body works and all this stuff. You could smell like strawberries and you could just smell delicious. But all that stuff is not good for you. So be mindful of your soaps. You want to go all natural with your soaps as well. They got health food stores everywhere. So everything you're looking for, you can find it in the health food section. The next one is your food. You got to eat wholesome. You got to eat real food to get the nutritional value that you need for your body. Remember when I said give your body the proper nutrition and the proper waste removal, your bodies can heal themselves. That's not a myth. That's real. So we got to be mindful of what we're eating. That was on the report today too about microplastics. Microplastics are found more in fast foods. That's for the other report. The next one is self-care.
Very important.
This is another one. That was in the report today too. Self-care, when you go get your nails done. They were talking about manicures. Those gel manicures. When you go get your nails done, you got to slip them in the little heating UV lamps. That's not good, family, because when they do your nails, they're cutting your cuticles off and then they're polishing your nails. So that polish has some ingredients in it that could cause cancer. Some of those things are very carcinogenic, and you got to be mindful of that. And then once you put your little hands in the UV lights, you're really cooking it right on in. So the lady today, when she said, and this is where I concur and I have a difference with that. She said to spray your hands with suntan lotion before you put it in the UV lights.
And that's supposed to protect you
it's
from
supposed to be protecting you from some
so
of
let
the
me just ask
UV
this.
lights.
Right, because I know they said if you don't want to use those, this is a little bit off subject, but
Yeah, but go ahead.
but if you don't want to use it, you can use substitutes like cocoa butter or
Not
coconut
in the,
oil.
U-
I'm just
not in the
asking,
UV
could
lights.
that be more natural versus using a what do you call it? What do you call it? The stuff they want you to put on your hand.
Suntan
Suntan
lotion?
lotions. Yeah.
But suntan lotion has its own chemicals in it.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying, so wouldn't you want to use something more natural? Would that work or have the same effect or no?
I'm
Blocking the UV?
not sure.
Oh,
I don't think it
okay.
would block the UV.
Well, that's what the suntan lotion was for, right?
Well,
Like
yeah,
it's
some of
supposed
it.
to be a blocker
Right.
from the sun.
But I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Go more natural or
Yeah.
whatever you're putting on your nails. But
Right.
you can't put oil on your nails if you're going to go under the light because
Right.
that's going
It's a UV light, though.
yeah,
It's
but
not
it's
heat.
not going to dry the way it should dry. Now you got
Wow.
oily nails. It
Well,
might not dry the way it want to.
So suntan lotion is not early? I mean,
I
oily?
don't know what they're using. When
I
I
don't
when
know.
I finish that report, I can
Yeah, we
answer
will
that
find out.
question
Yeah,
for you. 'Cause
yeah,
you know
okay,
I'm
that's
gonna
good.
find out.
Mm-hmm.
But they say use suntan lotion, but suntan lotion has its own chemicals. I
Yeah.
would never suggest anybody to use suntan
Because the
lotion
only reason I
at
mentioned it
all.
because I remember during the summer months, I always had those commercials about cocoa butters and the natural things, coconut, that a lot of people use that in place of suntan lotion because they want it to go more natural.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just saying, I wonder if it works the same for your hand. That's why I was just mentioning that. Because I
Oh,
would
they
say,
were showing too. When I do that report, I'm gonna have pictures.
yeah,
They were showing that the women's fingernails, how they bubbled up, how they bubbled up behind the cuticles. That's all the chemicals that's getting under your cuticles, and now it's affecting. It's already in your skin under your nails. It's a long report, family, and we got to really get into that. But it's so educational. I can't wait to do that report. I'm just be mind boggled. I be reading and taking notes, reading and taking notes, reading and taking notes. But then you gotta really pay attention to that because there was a factor. Not getting off subject with the PCOS. You got the perms that women were putting in their hair. Black women were putting in their hair. Then they were saying that the perms can cause ovarian cancer because those chemicals that's going right in your brain, going into your scalp, getting into your system.
Yeah, it was a big lawsuit. Something.
It's a huge lawsuit about that still
happened,
going on about black women and their perms. Now they're going after the braiding hair. When you get your hair braided with the certain kinds of braiding hair, they're saying that's carcinogenic. That can cause cancer as well. And you got women putting this in babies. Little girls, they're braiding their little hair with this synthetic hair. It's not a good thing, family. You have to prepare that hair before it goes on your head. You got to wash it. You got to pray over it. You got to do what you got to do before that goes on your head.
And she talked about that today too?
No, she didn't
Oh,
talk
she didn't
about
know
that.
that.
That was just something else that I
Right.
know for sure that's
Right.
going on. The perms and the braiding of the hair.
Mhm.
You know, it has chemicals. You know, these things are treated before they're shipped out.
Mhm.
You know, they lay dormant for so long and they got to treat it so it can go through shipment and all this other stuff. But we just have to be aware of what they're doing to the things before it gets to us. It's a lot going on. And if I tell y'all everything that I know, y'all be saying this girl don't know what she talking about. But I just do so much research, and the stuff I find is like, this cannot be real. It
Right.
can't be real.
Right.
But then if you go and look it up and look for another source and you find
They're
out,
talking
oh
about
my
the same
God,
thing.
it's really talking about the same thing. So that's all I'm saying, family, is just do a little research. They're not our friends. They're not out here to better anything for us. So we have to wake up. We really got to wake up. Stop being so behind the eight ball and just taking everything for face value. We got to wake up.
You got to, do
We
your
really
research.
got
And you
to
got to
wake
research
up.
on
You
it. Don't
really
just,
got to wake up
You
behind
definitely want to do
this.
some research on it. Just because they say it, so don't mean it so.
Exactly. And who's they?
Yeah, see,
Who's
exactly.
they?
Who are the theys?
You got to do your own research.
Mm-hmm.
And
Don't
I'm
believe
just,
everything you see now.
You can't. You really can't.
Don't
Or
believe
everything you read. That's why you got to get it from different sources.
Mhm.
Get it from a reliable
Yeah.
source.
Dig deep in it. If you really don't
Wait
know,
till I do the
dig deep.
toxin report and these books that I show you.
All right.
Some of these books y'all might have in your own library,
Right.
and you never even looked at it. But they've been talking about this stuff for a long, long time, putting it right in your face, right up under your nose, and nobody was paying attention to it. But I'm gonna bring it out. I'm gonna work on that report. I'm gonna bring it in March. So it says for PCOS, this is a diet you should follow. Everything goes back to diet. You know, we always end this session with a diet. So it says eating for PCOS can be frustrating, especially if you're dealing with insulin resistant, diabetes, infertility, and heavy, painful periods. It can be hard because you don't know what to eat. I can't have this. I can't have that. Here's some things that you can have. Well, the number one is eggs. You can't have that. You can't have eggs. And the young lady that I talked to this morning, that was the first thing I asked her when Pastor Vanessa and them called me. I said, do you eat eggs? She said, yeah. You know, at least 3-4 times out of the week. There you go. Stop it. Kai Brown was another one. The same thing. So no eggs, no dairy, no cheese, none milk. Those things are hormone produced, family. And if they have all those hormones in it, it's going to throw your hormones out of whack. Your children should not be eating that much dairy. I mean, they say that eggs are good for you because they're high in protein. That's if they boiled. You don't have to eat the yolk out of the egg. You can just eat the white of the egg, or just eat the yolk and don't eat the white out of the egg. You got to know your body on what you can have and how many days of the week you can have it. But the milk and the cheese and all that other stuff, y'all got to pay attention to what's in that stuff. Look at those ingredients. They had a thing on crafts that Kraft cheese. People that make Kraft cheese don't eat Kraft cheese. That is an issue right there. Why don't they eat Kraft cheese? That make you wonder. Why don't the people of Crafts eat Kraft's
What
products?
was that on? What documentary was that? Was that What the Health?
I think that no, it wasn't What the Health, but it was a documentary that we
One of them
seen
we
that
saw,
they
it
don't
was
eat.
said,
They don't
yeah.
eat it.
It was said, yeah.
So here's some things that you can have. We say eat your G bombs. Your greens, your beans, your onions, your mushrooms, your berries, and seeds. Eat the thing. What they say, if it came from nature, eat it. If it didn't, don't. So pumpkin seeds, chia seeds, flax seeds, hemp seeds you can have. You want to eat your nuts and seeds in combinations with your fruits. These help to lower your glycemic index and improve glucose insulin levels. High fiber foods like your avocados and fish. Avocados are great for you. Avocados could be a whole meal. They got avocado toast. You can make your own avocado toast and put some tomatoes on top of it. A little bit of olive oil and pepper. Delicious. I'm telling you, that's a breakfast. Avocado toast. You have superfoods. You have your maca, your cacao, your goji berries, your acai berries, and that's in the report. And we know that that's in our red Lviv. The goji berries and the acai berries. It says herbal teas. That's in the Bible. Drink your herbal teas.
Right.
Your green tea, your chamomile tea, your black tea.
tea.
All these teas are really good for you. You got dandelion tea. You can heal yourself with teas if you know what teas to put together and how many times to drink it during the day. Tea can heal you. Herbal teas. Then they have wild caught fish. You got salmon, you have mackerel, you have sardines, tuna, and all are rich in high in omega-3s to fight off inflammation. With PCOS, you got a lot of inflammation. You got a lot of swelling in your pelvic area. So you want things to bring down that inflammation. The next one was your nuts and seeds, your almonds, your peanuts, cashews, walnuts, macadamia, and even Brazil nuts. Nuts can be healing as well. Y'all got to look up nuts. I don't have a book on nuts, but I got a whole book on mushrooms and how beneficial they are for you. The next one is dark leafy greens. We all know that dark leafy greens are good for you. Right. You can grow a garden, get a garden going. And then you want to buy organic when you can. It says spinach, kale, arugula, romaine lettuce, dandelion greens are excellent, and that could grow right in your backyard. How many people got them little dandelions pop up every spring? Do y'all know that's medicine in your backyard? Dandelion greens, you got Swiss chard, you got collard greens. These are all loaded with vitamin A, B, C, D, E, and K. It has iron, it has zinc, it has calcium, magnesium, potassium, and manganese. All your vitamins are in your leafy greens. If nature didn't make it, don't take it. That's what Dr. Sebi used to say. It says,
don't take it.
You want to pair them with essential fatty acids such as your citric acids. You can saute your leafy greens in olive oil and eat them on your salads with a little vinegar. You can get that apple cider vinegar and mix it with a little bit of olive oil. That's your salad dressing. You can put in your little herbs and spice it up a little bit, but that's your salad dressing. All those other salad dressings that's on the shelf in the supermarket, you need to leave that right there because half of that stuff is poison. That's those other oils that we should not be eating. So there's some homework you got to do. So it says non-dairy milk is the best to avoid dairy altogether, but you can substitute them with nut milks, like your coconut milk, your almond milk, your oat milk. Those are the top forms of non-dairy milk. So stay away from that whole milk and that 2% milk. That's not real milk anyway. That's just whole milk that's just been watered down a little bit.
That's how I look at it too. Watered down.
You can't go by that stuff, family. That's why I said you gotta just pay attention to what they're doing, because back in the day they didn't have half of the stuff they got on the shelves that they have now. They're making this stuff up as they go along. What's going to be and then they'll put a cheap price on it so you'll grab it. You know, it's all about the money. You gotta follow the money. What's on the shelf that costs the less? If it costs the less, you know it's not good for you. Why is that? Why are the more expensive things that's really good for you, why is it so expensive? Because they know that you're not going to buy that. You're going to grab that cheap stuff. Exactly. You think you're getting more from your money, but it's worse on your health. So just pay attention. It says colorful vegetables, which you can eat in moderation, as high in antioxidants that strengthen your immune system. They were saying beets are excellent. Beets will definitely lower your blood pressure too. Good for your heart. Anything that's red is good for your heart. Beets, tomatoes, good for your heart. They were saying broccoli, bell peppers, carrots, artichoke, asparagus. Asparagus is really good for you. Sweet potatoes. If you're going to eat potatoes, eat sweet potatoes. Pumpkins are good for you. If you have them, you want to steam them, broil them, sauteed, baked, or roasted. That's how we should be eating. Steamed, broiled, sauteed, baked, or roasted. I didn't say nothing about fried. No, nothing fried. No fried fish. No fried chicken. Nothing fried in those other oils that you should not be eating anyway. So the next one is berries. Eat them in moderation. They can contain some fructose. The sugar can and raise your glucose levels in your blood. Fruits low glycemic index is in cherries, apples, and kiwi. But all berries are good for you and are high in antioxidants.
Absolutely.
Your blueberries, your raspberries, your blackberries, strawberries, even cranberries, they all boost your immunity and fight inflammation and prevent obesity. You can put, well, I live off of berries. You can buy them frozen and pop them in the freezer.
And they're organic too.
Buy them frozen and organic, right? Because I do a lot of shakes, so I do a lot of berries. You got your red Lviv. Your red Lviv is nothing but berries. That's why we get the results we get from that red Lviv, because it's all berries. High in antioxidants. The more alkaline your body is, nothing can nothing can live in an alkaline body. So you're fighting it off with your berries. The next one is legumes. These are your beans and chickpeas and lentils, high in protein and rich in fiber. We got to get enough fiber, family. Essential nutrients such as your potassium, your iron, your calcium, your folates, and your magnesium. We all need these vitamins every single day. Once your body starts going through something, you're out of balance. Your body is truly out of balance. And all of you're eating to put your body back in balance. If you know that you're deficient in vitamin D, you need to get out and get some sun or eat things that's high in vitamin D.
Or get you a supplement.
There you go, or get you a supplement. But most people are nutrient deficient in something. In something. If you find out, you can get your CBC, your whole blood control, complete blood drawing, and they'll let you know exactly where you are on that level, and you eat according to your blood. Eat according to your blood. I got a book too. Eat for your blood type. Brittany just got that book, and I have that book. Eat for your blood type. But there's certain things that you can do, and certain blood types shouldn't have certain things. Did y'all know that? I didn't know that.
They don't recommend it.
They don't recommend that you do that because it can throw your body out of balance. So it's very important that you get all the vitamins and the minerals that you need on a daily basis. Is something going to go wrong somewhere down the line, but it doesn't have to go off the rails. I mean, really off the rails. If you can ring it back in, ring it back in. Eat your G-bombs. Definitely eat your G-bombs, your greens, your beans, your onions, your mushrooms, your berries and seeds. Mushrooms are very, very good for so many things, and now you can find them everywhere. And they suggest you cook your mushrooms. You shouldn't be eating those raw, because some mushrooms can make you sick and make you a little wheezy.
Well, I drink mine in my 7-in-1 coffee.
You can do that too with your mushrooms. But here in this company that we are a part of, this nutritional company, we have some products that may help with PCOS. And we have products that can help with basically anything that you might be going through, because every report that we do, we got a product for. And I say, in the company, we're at the right place at the right time with these products, because we really do have the best products on this side of heaven. Not knocking anybody else's stuff, but we've been doing this for 17 years. I have not been sick. I did have to have surgery because I had polyps, but that was out of my control. And I changed my diet in the whole 9 yards. You got to do that, family. You got to do what you need to do for your body. Know your body and what's going on with that. But like the young lady was saying this morning, they had to find a team to help treat her PCOS. Dr. Pastor Vanessa was saying they had to get a team around her to understand what her body was going through. You have to understand your body, what your body needs, or what you're lacking in, or what you're missing when you don't have it. I know when we don't have our 3 essentials, you feel a little funny when you don't have it. Yeah. I know I feel funny when I don't have my coffee. When I don't have my coffee. But you miss these things if you don't have them. And your body get used to it. And if you're not going to eat all of your
UPS driver.
Right. If you're not going to eat all your vegetables and your nutrients the way you should, that's where the supplements come in.
Absolutely right.
And everybody has to take a supplement in 2026, because as you can see, half of our food is not really food.
Mm-hmm.
That's another report.
It's Franken food, but yes, that's another report
That's another
too.
report. I'm
Mhm.
telling you that what you think you getting in the grocery
You're
store
not.
is not what you getting in the grocery store. But that's another report to come. But you got to get back to reading labels. So here in this company, we have some nutritional products. We have the best. I would suggest for PCOS is to do a daily detox. We got a detox system. It's toward the back there, Ultra Body Cleanse. Get in contact with whoever brought you to the program. But the Ultra Body Cleanse Detox, if it's in there, it's coming out. Truly coming out. This is a thorough detoxification program. It cleans your elimination tract and your digestive system. You have to understand that because a lot of things on the market might clean your elimination tract, but not your digestive system. You still got stuff sitting in your system that could grow back once you start feeding it again, and now you're going through this cycle all over again. You want to clean out
Your
all
entire
of it.
system.
Exactly.
And that's what the Ultra Cleanse does.
Cleans out your entire system. It's a pill you take in the morning and a tea you drink after dinner. You follow it with a glass of water and then you just go sit down somewhere or go to bed. But that's our Ultra Body Cleanse. And if you never detoxed before, I would say at least 5 to 10 day detox, a good detox. And then you don't want to put garbage back in your body. You want to stay clean.
No, don't do that.
Stay clean. Eat your fruits and vegetables. Eat those G-bombs we talked about.
Right.
The next product that I chose was our Red Lviv. That's all the berries we just talked about. It has your, what's the berries, hon?
Acai berry, mangosteen, goji, pomegranate, noni, and I think that's it. Those are 5
And
fruits.
you heard
That's
some
it.
of those berries in
On
our
the
report.
Those are the 5
High
berries.
in antioxidants,
Super
the Red
berries.
Lviv. The next one will be our green Lviv, and that has your vegetables, your artichoke, your aloe vera. Milk thistle regenerates your liver, and you know you got to take care of your liver. That's your filtration system,
Right.
and everything has to go through your liver. That's what that green Lviv is for. It can also help to slow down addictions. If you're addicted to sugar, if you're addicted to caffeine, if you're addicted to anything, it can help with that green Lviv.
And the only thing too, I want to mention this while you're on that green, your liver, although it is your biggest organ, it is the only organ in your body that can repair itself. But when it's bad food that you're eating and putting bad stuff through that liver, it can absolutely destroy you as well.
Oh, it can. It can
Remember,
take you down.
Absolutely, it's your body's filters.
It can
Everything you
turn
put in
into-
your body
it can turn
is
into
going
mash.
through that major organ that you need to live a healthier lifestyle. So if you're giving it bad things, you're destroying that liver. You're giving the liver bad things to work with. You don't want to do that.
And you
Give
know
it
what
good things.
destroys the liver the most, and most people don't even think about it, is alcohol.
Yeah.
Alcohol can mess your liver up. And this younger generation, they on their way. You know, they want to turn up every weekend, but that's not going to be beneficial when you hit your 30s.
Oh, yeah.
And colon cancer is on the rise as well. We just lost 2 actors to colon cancer. I might have to bring that report back. So that's the green Lviv. Then we have the yellow Lviv as well. This is a multivitamin. If you're not getting your vitamins and minerals from your food, you're going to have to take a supplement, a multivitamin. And this, what makes this one good is that it's a liquid multivitamin. It goes right into your system within 8 minutes of drinking it because it has micellized action and it's going to work. That product is absolutely fantastic. And these products you can use topically. Anything that you can ingest in your body internally, you can use these products topically on your skin. I'll be on the corporate call later talking about that pure noni and how it's helped me. But the yellow Lviv, you got people putting it in their eye for cataracts. They're putting it on their skin for eczema.
Condition
I
my
put it
hair.
on my face for
Facial.
an astringent. Exactly. They're washing their hair in it for dandruff and dry scalp. That Multi-Plus has multi-uses. Reggie used to suffer from
yellow Lviv.
allergy. Yellow Lviv. Reggie used to suffer from allergies real bad, and we know allergy season is just
Coming.
around the corner. So you definitely want to stock up on that yellow
That's my
Lviv.
product right there.
If you know somebody is suffering from allergies, it's coming. It is definitely coming. But that yellow Lviv has so many multiple uses. You can use it for anything. Put it on a cotton ball, a swab ball, and just put it on that issue. It can help heal that, because it's going right into your skin on a cellular level and it's working. So that's another product I chose for PCOS. The next one is Pure Noni. We're going to be talking about Pure Noni tonight on the corporate call, but Pure Noni is powerful. That's a powerful product. I got a whole lot of testimonies on that Pure Noni or just on my own, with the shingles, with the burn, with so much stuff. Pure Noni. It's an acquired taste. It really is an acquired taste, but it works, family. This has not been watered down. It has no additives in it. There's no other chemicals in it. This is pure Noni. When you take it, you're gonna go, whoa, yeah. But it's working. Just know that it's working. The next one I suggest is cran aloe. Anything going on below the belly button, cran aloe. Men or women, cran aloe. Prostates for the men, ovaries for the women. UTIs, somebody suffering from UTIs, cran aloe. That is your product, cran aloe. What was the other one I chose? Oh, green 29 is another one. Those are all vegetables. You're not going to eat your vegetables. You got to take your vegetables. Very, very important. And that's 29 different vegetables in that capsule.
Very good product.
And it's an excellent product as well. And then I had, 7-in-1 coffee. That's the big bag in the back. Mushrooms. Excellent for you. And it's a very good tasting coffee, but it's a healthy coffee. It's less than 1% of caffeine, so it's not going to give you the jitters. You can have a cup of coffee and go to bed. It works. It truly works. We have the best products on this side of heaven. We truly do. And these products work. I'm just not, if you think about all the issues that we done talked about thus far, it's the same products. We go back to the exact same products. So if this can help PCOS, if this can help high blood pressure, if this can help heart disease, if this can help erectile dysfunction, if this can help, you at the right place at the right time with these products. Get your combination of what you need and start taking your products.
And that's every day.
This is the real deal. This is nothing that we playing around with.
Correct.
These are some things that's right up under your nose that people are not utilizing, but we here. We here doing this for our family. Now, when we done seen classmates go in and out of the hospital, there's some people that I reached out to in and out of the hospital, have not called me yet. But it's okay. It's okay. We've had people to leave the company. We got people coming back to the company. Because if something works, you're going to stick with it. I'm not pushing anything on anybody. That's just not me. But I'm going to be here and I'm going to continue to take my products.
Right.
That's just where we are. 17 years in, we know we got something here. So all we're doing is we're sharing, and we're inspiring you to do the same.
And that's what we do each and every week. That's it.
That's it. That's where these reports come from. If I can break the report down to where these things could be coming from and what you should be eating, and that's what I look for when I do these reports. What you should be eating and what you should not be eating. It makes the world of difference. And until that little light bulb goes on, like, oh, she might be on to something. That's what I'm talking about every single Wednesday. And you can do this. It's not hard to do. Anybody can do this. If you wish to live a long, productive, healthy life without your knees crackling and your back popping and you sounding like bubble wrap when you get up.
Or dominoes.
Dominoes when you wake up in the morning. But the products are here. We got the best products. We truly, truly do.
So if you're here connected maybe for the first time, hearing it for the first time, the person invited you to this platform, get you the products. Get in contact with them and get the product. Try something. Contact us if you need to contact us. We're here to serve, to give you good information, what you need to make that decision, and getting you some good products in your system. You need it. We all do.
I know there's a lot of things on the market. It's going to always be a lot of things on the market. It's just going to always be a lot of things on the market. The next thing that come out is going to be the best thing since sliced bread. Then right behind that is going to be something else. The best thing since Kool-Aid. Then right behind that, the best thing since the winter jacket. If you find something that works, that's where you need to be, right there.
Exactly.
We found something that works, so we're going to be right here talking about it every single Wednesday. So, with that being said, you can follow us on YouTube.
Yeah,
we
do
are
have
the
a
Power
YouTube.
Couple of Health.
Yeah, we do have a YouTube station, a channel. So if you guys have not subscribed yet, please go there. Go to the Power Couple of Health, subscribe to it. It's free to do. And make sure you hit the little bell. It'll alert you whenever we load or something added to that platform. It'll always let you know what we got going on. You can always stay connected. And we do have a website there for those who need to contact us or get your product. Notice us on Facebook. We're on Instagram. We're all over. Just give us a call and let us help you find and make a decision and build a package that's going to be designed for you, that's going to get you in a better, healthier state. All right?
And if you hear some of these testimonies,
Yes, indeed.
they will blow your mind, for real. They would truly, truly blow your mind with these products. And I always say you're at the right place at the right time because you
Absolutely.
really are. This is nothing to be playing with. We just have to scream this from the rooftops until people get it. They're going to come around when they're ready to come around.
That's it. Can't save everybody.
No, this is so
That
true.
you can't.
You can't.
But those who want it are the ones that are going to have that lifestyle of health that you're looking for. Let's make it happen.
So that's it. That's what I wanted to share. I don't
Good
know.
report.
What is March? What is that? What did I say I was going to do next week?
I'm not sure. Haven't hit you yet.
I think I wrote it down on my calendar.
okay.
I try to stay ahead, but I don't remember what I wrote. So I have to. You got to stay tuned, family. Just stay tuned.
Yeah.
But share this out with any woman or sister friend you know that
Mm-hmm.
child is suffering from PCOS, or your aunt or your daughter, your sister, somebody suffering from PCOS. They think they by themselves.
They're not.
They're not alone. And people have to understand this can be a debilitating issue. Like the young lady said this morning, it was driving her to almost suicide because nobody understood her. So you got to pay attention to what's going on with your children. That's it. So that's all I had to say for this evening.
All right. Well, thank you.
I will be on
Great
corporate
report as
this
always.
evening. I'm doing a testimony on
the
the
pure noni.
noni.
Got to hear her testimony and what
Yeah.
the pure noni did for her.
We have pictures.
Yeah,
We
you'll
got
see
the
them.
we got the receipts on that
You'll
one.
see them.
But that's it, family.
Yeah.
We want to thank you again for joining us this afternoon.
You guys make
And
it all
just
worth it as
come
always.
on back next Wednesday. We'll
Please
be
do.
here waiting on you.
All right.
So we just want to say that we love you.
We do, and there's nothing you can do about it. Again, thank you guys.
See you next Wednesday.
See you next Wednesday.
Bye
on
for
that
now.
prime time. Have a great rest of your week, and join us at 8 o'clock. She's doing that testimony, like she said. Corporate call. See it on WhatsApp. Shared information.
Bye
Bye,
for
everybody.
now.